We're live. We're live. What's good, my peoples? Let's go live. Let's go live. Yeah. Welcome in, mis amores. How we doing? How we feeling today, honey? Welcome in. We about to light it up right now. We about to light up this bundle that I got in Mexico, okay? That I got in Mexico to cleanse this energy, baby, for this new beautiful week ahead. Okay, for this beautiful new week ahead, let's cleanse, let's get our auras and our energies right, honey, because this week is going to be extremely activating. Okay, we have a full moon week. Not only the full moon, bro, not even the full moon, but Mars enters into Libra. Okay, so a lot of cosmic changes happening. All right, so it's very important for us to stay protected. Okay, and also I want to say happy birthday to all the Leos celebrating a birthday. It's your time, it's your season to turn the hell up. Okay, we are streaming on Instagram, we're streaming on Substack, YouTube, and Twitter. Okay, so welcome in, welcome in. Yes, you guys. Um, we are in the thick of Mercury retrograde, and this week is going to be very challenging. But it's like the next week, like the one that is following August 12th, I believe, is going, or August 11th, August 12th, is going to be such a beautiful day. I think it's the 12th, where we have Venus conjunct Jupiter in Cancer. We're really, really, really gonna feel the beauty of the challenges that come through with this week. So it's really time to lock in, you guys. The moon right now is in Sagittarius, and as the moon progresses, we are gonna have the full moon this weekend. It's happening on Saturday. Okay, so Saturday, baby, is going to be the vibe. Okay, and we are going to be doing our protection activation Reiki. It's going to be a distance Reiki session, which is a healing modality that could be sent through time and space to cleanse our energy and to focus and release stagnant energy, release negativity. Okay, and we can call upon protection as well, cleansing our aura, protecting ourselves, removing not only negativity, but evil eye, jealousy, self-sabotage, all of those things. Okay, so we're kind of just like cleansing, protecting this weekend on Saturday. I'll be going live at 9 p.m. Eastern for about an hour, where I start off with our sound bath, and then I'm going to get into our Reiki distance activation and our tarot reading. At the same time, I'm going to have a candle altar where we're going to be working our protections and our Reiki, and I'll be posting it the next day on Instagram along with a Reiki report, the messages for each chakra. All right. So if you're interested in that, secure spot on my website, bigempressenergyllc.com. I will also be going live this week later on for our horoscopes. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow. So yeah, I want you guys to know that too. Because of the fact that we have a lot of moon off course. Okay. Moon. So I wanted to do it when the moon's not void. I put up the readings, by the way. Thank you for asking. We do have the Fix My Funk reading available in my shop on my website. And I also finally am offering our astrocartography readings. Okay. So as a lot of y'all know, I was taking this test last week. I was activated. Okay. So we are going to be offering astrocartography readings. If you're looking to relocate or you want to see where's a good place for you to live, or to do something, anything with timing, relocation, okay? If you just want to understand it, you can book your astrocartography reading with me. And those could be live or pre-recorded too. But yeah, so I'm excited to connect with you guys on that. The weekly Astro Gems are on my are on Substack. All right. So everything is in the link in the bio. How are we feeling here on YouTube and Twitter? I have you guys closer to me. Are you guys loving the mug today? Because we have the mug zoomed up. I know I was kind of having more of a zoom out, but then I was like, before I used to really be doing zoom, very zoom. Yes, happy new week. Thank you so much. I know, I can't believe it. It was literally, it took me so long to do this test, to study, to learn, to apply. They ask you so many questions. Each question is like a whole hour. Okay, so they are going to be long readings, like 45-minute type reading, because we got to really get in the tea. We really got to look at the charts, and it is a lot of work. Okay, so yes, you guys, readings are available. Love readings, eclipse readings, all the things. So let's get into our reading for the week ahead and see what we need to know. Okay, we need to pull some cards. We need to conjure up our spirit guides, angels, our ancestors to see what we need to know for this beautiful week ahead. Now, I do have my agua, I do have my water, okay? As someone has said in the comments, I'm giving like a Maya papaya because of the fact that you could hear my voice is strained. I'm going to try to rest it tonight, okay? And drink a lot of tea and get my life together, all right? But thank you guys for joining and listening to me and my raspy voice. Yes, this energy is ragged, you guys. This weekend was so intense. I talked about it in our weekly Astro Gems, or I wrote about it in the weekly Astro Gems, where we have Venus and Saturn activation last week, I think, and Venus and Neptune activation. Tell me no. I'm pretty sure. So that was a lot. Yes, actually, I'm accurate. And then this week is a lot too, because we have Mars moving into Libra. It's going to be bringing up a lot of relationships. It's going to be activating Saturn and Neptune. If you're Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, okay, y'all need to stay ready. Stay ready, okay? This weekend is looking very irritable. This weekend is looking like we need to remember our power and protect our peace, okay? So this week is still, it's like still being intense, just like last weekend. But the good thing about it is that we can get through it, and then the next week is going to be a lot better. Okay. Oh my God, you broke no contact with your toxic ex. Mercury retrograde is definitely in full effect. Lots of glitches, misunderstandings, miscommunications, revisiting old bullshit from the past. A lot of old bullshit from the past, child. So yeah, we still have one more week of Mercury retrograde, by the way. And then the shadow period. It's just like delays with Mercury retrograde in Leo. And I know my fixed signs are feeling it. My Leos, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. But anyways, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what is really, really good? What do we need to know right now for this beautiful week ahead, spirit? How can we aura match this week? How can we beautify this week? How can we work with the energy of this week ahead? Okay, because we need the guidance for truth, clarity, and confirmation, the wisdom, the wherewithal for our highest and best good of everyone involved. Ashe, ashe, ashe. You guys, woof. The energy I feel like is activating. I'm seeing like a spiral. I feel like this week is a portal. We're in August energy, you know. We got all the AA, the Lion's Gate, the full moon, all the things. So it's very much giving transformations, very much giving portal. It's also very much giving the contraction before the expansion, where things can feel like a pressure cooker, but that's what's making, you know, the rice tender. That's what's going to tenderize your heart. That's what's going to open you up and soften you up for next week. Okay, seeing a lot of blue energy, Mercury, throat chakra energy. Okay, hello. Justice card, Libra, Mars moves into Libra this week. What is Libra? It's really highlighting our one-on-one connections, family, romantic, friendship is all Libra. Libra is seeking justice. That's why Saturn is exalted in Libra, but Mars falls in Libra. So because of this, when Mars is in Libra, baby, we need to be in our P's and Q's, because the way that we move can go against sometimes your best interest, okay? And, you know, Saturn and Neptune is bringing us these roadblocks, okay? And asking us, what do we really want for the long term? And it's also removing a lot of blocks in our imagination. And I'm sure this week is also going to be very intense with our dreams. Okay. This week is going to be very intense with your dreams. So pay attention to the dreams. Listen, the Justice card. Okay. Some people are feeling like this week is a portal of divine intervention, where maybe some of y'all need to lawyer up. You need to get a lawyer. You are fighting tickets. You're fighting someone in court, someone's fighting you. Some of you guys can get money that is owed to you, legally owed to you. It feels like justice will be served. Karma is going to be collecting. Okay, this is also about speaking your truth and keeping your heart light as a feather. When we have a heaviness in our heart, it is actually all of that causes dis-ease within the body. All of that stress is a silent killer. All of that has a negative impact. So we are highlighting the connection between our mental energy, on our spiritual energy, and our physical energy. And so when we're seeing that we are wanting to fear stagnancy more than settling into complacency, which shows that we are going to have to challenge ourselves if we're wanting some shit to change. Okay, I feel like some of you guys too are going to feel like, damn, justice was served. Things actually ended up in my favor. So that's amazing. It's a major arcana ass week. We got the Chariot card that came out reversed, the Emperor card already. It seems like the hands of fate are very active. With the Chariot card in the reverse, some of our challenges is going to be to slow down or to stop, to just stop something, to realize that you need to make a change. You have a choice to make a change. The Chariot card reverse is Cancer. Venus and Jupiter are in Cancer. Then we have the Emperor card, Aries, Saturn, Neptune in Aries, right? And we have the Six of Cups, which is my Mercury retrograde card. Okay. Highlighting that, yes, okay, the retrograde will be retrograding, especially in this week, with revisiting topics and people feeling like certain things in relationships or dynamics are just not fair. People are going to be needing to ask for what it is that they need. Okay, closed mouths do not get fed. King of Swords. King of Swords, you see the King of Swords and the Justice. They both have a sword that they're holding up. And the sword is representing their truth, speaking their truth, okay? The Emperor card, holding an Ankh. Ankh representing new life, okay? Knight of Swords reverse, slow down. Do not. This week is like, if I could put a red flag, if I could put alarm bells, if I could put a SOS life raft, I will be handing them out to all of you guys as we head into this weekend, okay? The weekend, we are going to have the urge for impulses that may be going out of delusion or feeling weakened, our spirit being weakened, our patience being tested. So it's like slow down, because that can also cause accidents. People also needing to handle things with their cars, whether it's like your tires, oil changes, getting your car fixed, being careful of people who are driving crazy. Delays in travel, traffic, okay? And that could kind of also be a driving force and a frustration. Watch out for the road, okay? But yeah, we have the 6-6, okay? 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups reverse. 3 of Cups reverse is too many fucking people in your business. And so it's giving a game of telephone where it's like someone says this and someone says this and someone says this. Everyone's got a fucking opinion, okay? And so with the 3 of Cups reverse, you may also be feeling like you want to withdraw in some way from the crowd. The full moon in Aquarius is really connecting us with our true community, which can highlight that we're going to be exiting certain communities, leaving certain friendships, leaving behind certain relational dynamics that are feeling more like a drain or more like a leech energy, okay? 6 of Pentacles also is asking us to speak up for what we need, okay? To motivate ourselves, okay? To motivate those around us. Some people may also need you to speak life, prayers, blessings over them. Give them that ashe, give them that new life, okay? Oh no, you're in the hospital. I hope you're doing okay, nerdy girl. The eclipse is coming in September. I'm looking at our comments from YouTube. The eclipse is coming in September, but it's coming early September, so we're gonna start to feel it honestly, probably after this full moon, as we enter into our next season, Virgo. It's a Virgo Pisces eclipse season. Yes. The butterfly wings, and you guys can see on YouTube and Twitter kind of like my butterfly wing thing. The butterfly wings, okay, on the King of Swords. Transformation, transforming the way that we're thinking, speaking, communicating, like putting it all on the table. If people don't like it, they think it's unfair, it's actually just more clarifying for you on what truly resonates for you, on what you truly need for yourself. Dreaming of your ex, hearing from exes, hearing from old friends, finding things like from an old relationship or an old friendship and remembering certain times. Some of us are also maybe grieving losses of friends or memories and stages and times in your life. I would say this also a really great time to tap in with your own inner child, in the sense of, the freedom and the fun that you experienced as a child, remembering those things. And maybe these are even hobbies or books or something that used to kind of spark your spirit, or an activity used to spark your spirit. Okay, but we definitely have to slow down this week, rein in your impulses. Sometimes with the Three of Cups reverse, we can also just feel like we are showing up so much for other people that we are neglecting our self-care. So this is a week that we also want to tap in with, what do I need? How have I been malnourishing myself, neglecting certain parts of me? Have I been pouring into someone else and leaving myself with nothing, or less than I basically less than at capacity? I feel like with the Three of Cups reverse too, some people, this could be gossip. Some of you guys, it's gossip in the workplace, gossip in the friends group, gossip in the family, and they're all yakka yakka yakka. It's giving birds of a feather flocking together. It's giving, show me who you hang out with and I'll show you who you are. And also with the full moon in Aquarius, sometimes it's about outgrowing people because you're moving on to a new stage of your life, and their dirty stink ass energy cannot come with you and stink up the place. That's part of the divine intervention. Ooh. Yes, cardinal signs. As soon as Mars moves into Libra, cardinal signs are affected. That's going to be on Wednesday. Okay, the cardinals are not happy about it. It don't look like you're happy about it, but trust me, it's definitely giving like pressure. Shine bright like a diamond. Ooh, it's 507. That's my birthday. Okay, period. Also, what I didn't talk about was the Emperor card and the King of Wands. King of Wands is asking us what we are co-creating for our future, what we are co-creating 5, 10, 15 years down the line, what our legacy is going to be. When we have two kings, this is giving a sense of urgency for honoring our legacy. Okay. And so this week is screaming leadership, finding your voice and leading the way without getting and taking all this advice from here, there, everywhere, okay, or getting too many opinions before people scare you out of your own dreams, of your own intuition, of what it is that you want for yourself. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay. But yes, the Emperor card, new life, Aries energy, okay, standing on big business, okay, remembering the things that you want to do for you without this approval. Nobody can make you do anything. It's your life. If you think that you're stuck, it's really your mind that is stuck, okay, because you're not a tree, honey, bitch. Honey, baby. Okay, bitch, you can move. You're not a tree. Okay, so yes, that is what this energy is about. Okay, this Mercury retrograde is asking you to think in a new way and to lead with your courage, and not so much on what are they thinking, what are they thinking, what are they thinking, what are they thinking. Okay, yes, I'm gonna save this live. I'm gonna try to save it too on Substack. Last week I accidentally didn't because I was rushing. That's why you should never rush. Okay, Mercury retrograde. Because on Substack it asks you, do you want to publish after or review? It's not like simple. You know what I'm saying? Okay, how long we been live? Oh, 18 minutes, 29 seconds. Okay, we need to wrap it up. Okay. Ooh, okay. We got raccoon. And all that reminded me is that my friend in the news have reminded me that there is a rabies epidemic. Okay. There is a rabies epidemic. So be very careful, especially in Mother Earth on those long walks. Some of you do need to ground yourself. Okay. Someone needs to be the bigger person or be more mature. We have the key energy. So this week is going to be bringing us clarity, insight, unlocking doors, seeking out help. Okay, that is the key, asking for help. Okay, this week is also asking you to ask for help, my love. We have Lily and Letter. You could be hearing from someone who's older than you, okay, or you could be hearing from someone who's trying to give you some maybe but they're trying to share their experiences with you. Some of you guys are going to be getting nasty, like sexy, provocative, steamy messages. Okay, talk about what you doing at 2 a.m. Like they think they gonna slide on you, baby. Okay. We have the Aries card again. We have the Aquarius energy, and we have the full moon in Aquarius this week. And it's about being original. That's why it's like you're an original, honey, not a copy. You're a snowflake. You're unique. We need to lean into what makes you you, which means that you cannot conform. You cannot let yourself be controlled. Okay. And this is about us being independent and a leader, Aries. Okay. A pioneer, an initiator, honey. This week, secrets is coming to the surface. Okay. We're having to see things as they are, not as we wish them to be. Okay. We are also going to be facing challenges that are going to be giving us a lot of clarity to our power, asking us to liberate ourselves, to pay attention. This also says, like, eagle, so he's moving for higher perspective. Okay. And we have the book card, which is the secrets that are coming out, knowledge, maybe reading a book, writing a book. And some of you guys are going to be reading more, listening to audiobooks. And then we have the falcon energy. So we have a lot of birds. Birds signify communication. The falcon is also the bird of Dubai. I don't know if you guys know that one. You guys told me that before. So yes, shout out to Blue. Okay. This says third eye, focus, skill, rising above, transitioning. So people are trying to rise above any challenges, rise above and focus on their skills, and also making a transition, making a change that you feel intuitively. And it's part of you uniting with your higher self. And it's part of you culminating into what it is that you want, again, 5, 10, 15 years down the line. Okay. Some of you guys, it's going to be you needing to ground. You need to spend time with yourself. Okay. A little solo time never hurt nobody, honey. Okay, so I also got this, you guys, I want to pull from. It's called Angel Numbers. This is pick a stick and let the universe guide you. I'm also going to be doing our book of answers. Ask a question, yes or no question. So start thinking about your questions. Now, divine guidance. Okay, we're getting clarity in our dreams, honey. Okay, divine guidance, divine intervention. We're getting a lot of signs from spirit. Some of these are about a change and needing to stay focused on that. We also have surrender and release, and all full moons are about surrendering, releasing, and letting things go. Okay. Some of you guys are letting certain things go so you can increase your focus on your vision, and you are finding the divine guidance through the signs, through the synchronicities, through the numbers. Okay. The numbers, the repeated conversations, the confirmations. Some of you guys have been suffering from like a lack of focus or something like that. You just feel like your mind is racing a mile a minute. Okay. Now let's see what our angel answers, angel numbers is. Ooh, you guys, we can't make this up. You guys, we can't make this up. You guys, we can't make this up. I got 8. I pulled 2. I pulled 2. I meant to pull 1. I pulled 2. And I pulled 8. Okay. I pulled 8. 8. And we have 8 this week, right? This card says, this stick says balance, but they have different phrases. One says there are no rainbows without the rain. Okay, this week is the rain. Next weekend is the rainbows. There's no rainbows without the rain. And the second one is life is not meant to be lived in extremes. So we're finding the middle ground, the middle road. Okay, a happy anniversary, girl. Happy anniversary. 8. Okay, and the back says, treat yourself to something small today. Indulgence is good for the soul. Okay, and so treat yourself. That's also in the weekly horoscopes. And this other one says, our weekly astro gems. This one says, today tune into the high and low points of your day. Record these moments and reflect on how they balance each other. Okay, and Mars is moving into Libra, talking about balancing. Very cutesy. Now let's ask a question, like a yes or no question. It said you don't really care. Why they do that to us? You don't really care. You don't care maybe as much as you think you do. And make a list of why. Okay, make a list of why, and you don't really care. Yikes, my edges. Not my edges, baby. Okay. I had to do the updo because I came home from Pilates today and I just was straight working. I didn't have time to blow dry. I didn't have no time to blow dry. I'm still wearing my shirt. Please. I usually change, but I just couldn't. Okay, this is our last card. Okay, this is our affirmation for this week, and it's very fitting with Mars being in Libra, that sign of relationships. This says all my relationships are harmonious. Now, Mars in Libra will be challenging that, so write this down. Remember this. All my relationships are harmonious. All my relationships are harmonious. This says when we create harmony in our minds and our hearts, we will find it in our lives. The inner creates the outer always. When we create harmony within our minds and our hearts, we find it in our lives. The inner creates the outer always. And the way that we create harmony between our minds and our hearts is by having them on the same page. So if your mind is wanting, or your heart or your mind wanting you to do something, check and see, are we on the same page, or does my mind want to do something, but my heart, my spirit, my soul wants to do something else? Or my heart wants to do something, but my mind is telling me I can't. Is my mind lying to me? My mind trying to protect me, but it's actually caging me in a box? This is our weekly horoscope. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. Comments if it resonates, share all the things. Read our weekly astro gems for the astrology. This is going to be on Substack. Okay. And I will see you guys for horoscopes. I'm going to do them tomorrow. And then our full moon in Aquarius, protection activation for evil eye, jealousy, self-sabotage, all the things, or just home cleansing is happening on Saturday. So you can secure a spot on my website, BigEmpressEnergyLC.com. Okay. Love you guys. We will talk later. Bye. 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 Bye.